as you're looking at it right now, this seat and that seat, this is $3,000. $3,000 that I spent $400 on.
It's paradise with honesty, but I'm in the dead of the night. Teardrops on the floor. The pain is over. Feel the darkness take control.
What is up, guys? So we are back with another video. This one's gonna be a little bit different. I mentioned in the last video, I hope you're seeing the last video before this one, because otherwise it'll spoil the surprise. But today we are swapping the leather seat covers onto the RECAROs that we just picked up last weekend. So I'm gonna show you guys a little bit. I already got the rears done. For the most part, I'm working on the backings right now. These things are a pain. If you've never done any sort of upholstery before, like me, it definitely is not an easy task. It's not horrible, but you really gotta take your time with it, and you gotta make sure that you get it done right. As you can see, there's a few little creases in this one. I haven't actually gotten it all the way down yet. It's just slid on. The rears are done, so I'm going to attempt to show you this with one hand, but we got the leathers on. Let's see, here's the bottoms. Actually, you know what, if you guys watched the last video as well, you'll realize I don't have to show you this with one hand. All right, that's much better. So now we're on the GoPro head strap, so I can kind of show you what's going on here. So as you can see, lots and lots of little clips everywhere that hold these on, and it is the same for the cloth. So what you have to do is you have to undo all these little clips. A lot of these, like these down here, are like U-style clips. Same with most of these up here. They're U-clips. I'm gonna see if I can try to undo an easy one just to show you what they look like. Off there. Okay, so they look like this. They're little U-clips, and they basically just like snap in. You gotta pull them down. They're kind of a pain, and you'll kind of hear them click a little bit, and then they go on. The rest of these are just I call them like T style, like push pin type things. They have like little barbs on the side, and they just kind of clip in. They're a pain to get off because they're not really supposed to come off. So what I ended up doing, let me see if I can grab my tool here and I'll show you what I ended up doing. So I ended up taking a giant screwdriver and my push pin removal tool and basically just like wedging this in here to get it up high enough to then pop it off. So it ended up working, but it took a lot of time. Now the other pain in the ass part is once you actually put these on, all these little lines right here and back here and all on the side, I don't know if they're really there for this reason, but there's Velcro under here, very strong Velcro, that you have to then push down into place, like once you get the seat on, which it's really hard to line up. But you gotta get those on, otherwise the seat will be like all bubbled up and airy, and it won't look like the leather is on there properly. As you can see, that's kind of the problem that I'm running into right now with this rear seat. See how it's all bubbly and there's like a bunch of play in the leather? It's not nice and tight like this. That's because I just got this on, and as you can kind of see, at least I hope you can see down in there, there's Velcro. So now I have to like try to reach up in here and find where all this Velcro needs to go and then push it down into place. Like that, essentially. You see how that brought that seat in a lot more? It's still a little bubbly up in here because it's not all the way down, but that's essentially what you kind of have to do, and it's a massive pain. It sucks. I honestly feel for the people that have to do upholstery all the time. Boom. Now the back right here is going to be a little bit bubbly. Hopefully once I tighten everything down, it'll kind of go away a little bit, but it's just going to kind of be like that. The rear seats, nobody's going to be sitting in them anyway. Eventually these are going to come out, so I'm not really too worried about it, but I at least want it to kind of look somewhat decent for the time being. I'm gonna see if hopefully I can stretch this around a little bit more, but I'm gonna keep working on this and we'll get back to you guys in a little bit. All right, guys, I'm back. Look who showed up.
Hi.
And
I dropped the ball.
yeah,
Which was expected, because that's just who I am.
so we're doing GoPro recording today.
Yeah.
It's
no way
okay,
to bring
though.
my camera and the other bag with the T50s in it.
It's okay though. It's okay though.
Yeah.
GoPro records pretty good.
I called him and I was like 10 minutes into my drive, and I was like, yeah, but I
forgot the
I forgot
camera.
like everything.
He couldn't see it through the phone, but my instant reaction was. But we're gonna head over to a guy's house. He's gonna help us do the leather on the Recaros. I did get one of the rear upper seats. I know I showed you guys earlier. That one is completely done, minus one clip that I can't figure out. The other one is still stuck in there. It's the bolt strip, so we're gonna have him help us. He's got better sockets than I do at the house here. All my other tools are at Graham and Paps's house, and I don't feel like driving all the way out there just to get a socket. So he's gonna help us put the leather on the front seats mainly, and then I'll work on getting the rear one done. So hopefully he'll let us record while we're over there. We're not sure, I've never met the guy before, but we'll see what happens. Cool. So we'll see you guys when we get there. All right, guys, so as you can clearly see, we are in Nick's car right now. He is driving. We got the seats done. Thanks so much to Brandon in Miami, as we call him, for helping us out with that. It really means a lot. I told him I'd give him a shout out. They're cool guys. We're definitely gonna be hanging out with them more. So you'll see them on the channel at some point, whether it's if we go karting or whatever, you'll see them. They're cool guys and they're close. We didn't show you the seats yet because our fat asses had to make a pit stop for some Taco Bell because it is currently almost 8 o'clock at night and neither one of us have, well, you've had a bowl of cereal. Yeah, I haven't had shit to eat all day. As you can clearly see, my tiny ass is starving. So we had to go get food. So we're gonna go eat this food and we'll show you the seats in a little bit. All right, guys, so we are back. And Nick is dying laughing because I just said something pretty horrible off camera and it was funny. So we're gonna show you the seats here. Obviously the rears are not in there right now. This bolt right back here on the stud has been stripped completely. It needs to be replaced, so Nick's gonna grab one of those from work. So we're just gonna wait to put the rear seats in. So for now, we're just gonna run the ghetto rear seat delete. Eventually I do plan on putting a rear seat delete in there, but it's not in the budget right now because, you know, harness bar and harnesses come first.
But as far as the fronts go, they look great. They really do.
Look at these.
Way better than the cloth.
Look at how clean those look. I mean, there's still a few little wrinkles here and there, but it's gonna go away.
It was shipped like that, so
yeah,
it's gonna take some heat.
It was shipped. It's gonna sit in the sun. It'll work its way out, but just look at how clean these look compared to the cloth. Just look. I mean, these things look a million times better. They feel a million times better, and basically what I'm gonna spoil to you guys is, as you're looking at it right now, this seat and that seat, this is $3,000. $3,000 that I spent $400 on. But either way, you guys can see them. They look phenomenal. I mean, I'll pop a squat down in here. Ooh, oh, God, I still keep forgetting. I still have to get used to it because since the road trip, I drove my car twice this week and then I drove it today. I still keep forgetting how much of a difference these Recaros are versus the regular seats. You drop into these things. There is no other way to get in and out. You drop. So I keep forgetting that, so I'm gonna have to get used to that a little bit, but yeah. I love them. And I'm not gonna rag on cloth. I'm not gonna rag on it at all because even with the cloth, it was comfortable, it was perfect. But the only difference is when I already have leather, I don't want to take away leather, if that makes any sense. I know people might say, oh, well, it's just the 6 did it. But the difference is he also went full race car and got literally metal seats with a cover on it.
Which are the same ones I'm putting in my car.
Yeah. So, there's a difference there, but when I'm not trying to make this car full race car. It is going to be a race car. It's just not going to be full race car because mainly this is a show car, essentially. Like, I love to go to car shows. It's what I've loved to do since I was a little kid. Eventually, there will be a drag car on the channel. I'm just gonna poke out here.
Might actually be several.
Give you, yeah, no, there's gonna be several for sure, but little sneak peek. That's my truck that I've said on the channel. You know, I've talked about it before. We're gonna make a separate video about it. I know it's a Chevy. It's very sentimental. It's my grandpa's. He gave it to me. Not gonna get into it right now, but
Yeah, we'll save that for the video about the truck.
Yeah, but
why it's sentimental and.
Oh yeah, I'll go into detail about that. But that is gonna be turned into a drag truck, which is gonna be badass because it's an extended cab. Nobody sees that as a drag truck.
Yeah.
It's gonna be cool. So I don't want to get too much off topic here, but let me know what you guys think about these. I think it was definitely worth the road trip.
Worth the trip and worth the.
Would you say it was worth the trip after seeing them leather wrapped?
Worth the trip and worth the 6 to 8 hours we did today, just switching the leather.
Yeah. But I did want to tell you guys. We both wanted to tell you guys because we were just talking about this. The first drive video is coming soon. I know a lot of people have been asking for it. We just ran into some problems. We couldn't really get, after reviewing the footage, we couldn't really get a very good first drive video.
Yeah.
And then, of course...
That was during the week of the supercharger, and everything was so kind of,
yeah,
not rushed, but...
And we were still figuring out the tune situation and everything else. So we just couldn't really get a video that we were comfortable putting out, I guess is the way to put it.
We don't want to put out a video for you guys just to put out a video.
Yeah.
We want it to be
so
a quality video.
We're going to get there. We're going to get a first drive video, technically. I mean,
quote unquote first drive.
Yeah. I mean...
Not physically the first time we've ever driven it with the blower on it, but...
You'll get a good reaction, though. I mean, it'll be a good reaction. But like I said, other things came up that, you know, we had to get out first, like the PMAS video. It's, you know, more than a cold air intake. The seat swap, you know, things like this that had to go out because our, you know, number one, our Instagrams are tied directly with the channel. So I can't post about these seats on Instagram until we share it on the channel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Without spoiling it, and then there's no point in watching the video.
Yeah.
So it's just been things like that that have kind of fallen into place differently, but it is coming. So I guess we're gonna leave it off here. If you guys love this video, like, comment, and subscribe. We hit 101, but we're trying to hit 200. So please subscribe, share it to all your friends, relatives, people you hate. I don't care, just share it. And we're gonna keep this journey going. We hope that you guys enjoy it and you stay along with us. There's still a lot of big things to come. We say that all the time, but we're not lying. So just stay tuned, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.